Hello, this is Tom from antiproton.com. This is my second attempt at this movie because I'm holding a camera upside down sort of while I lie in the bed taking a nap of sorts because I just got home from work and I'm incredibly tired. Anyhow, I messed up the sound the first time, so maybe I won't do that this time. Anyway, notice my hair. It's long, so when I lie down it sticks up really funny. In fact, let me put it into a funny pose. There, now you can laugh at that while you watch the video. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about the difference between energy and mass. Energy and mass are almost the same thing. In fact, in some ways you can kind of say they are the same thing. If you think about it from from a string theory standpoint, it works out too. If you think about it, though, whenever you create energy in our universe, let's say you just create energy somehow. I mean, obviously you can't just create energy, but let's just say that you have magical powers and you create energy. What does the energy do immediately? It immediately becomes either a stable particle or a virtual particle. Or if that energy interacts directly with an already existing particle, as long as it doesn't change the nature of that particle such that it becomes something different, that energy adds to that particle's momentum as a force. Remember, force is effectively what? Force is change in momentum. Actually, force can be defined a couple ways, but that's a good definition. Anyway, when you have energy, it has to fit into a discrete set of possible shapes, if you like. I mean, the universe has like a limited number of allowable ways for energy to exist. Energy will end up having a particular angular momentum, which is kind of like the way things spin, except it's not really spinning. It's like kind of a waveform thing. But anyway, it will have a frequency, it will have a phase speed, it will have all these little funny things which you may have no idea what I'm talking about, and that's fine. But it will have specific properties, and those given properties will determine what it is. Is it an electron? Is it a top quark? Or whatever. So anyway, think about it like this. An electron is a bunch of energy. It is a bunch of energy that has a relatively coherent set of properties and a probability of being found in a particular location. Well, what's that energy made of? Well, it's not made of anything per se, it's energy, sort of. So, what's the difference between an electron and a proton? Oh, well, electron's a lepton, or a proton's made of 3 quarks, blah, 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 2 ups and a down. Well, you can get all technical about particle physics if you want to, but when you really break it down, what does all of this stuff become? These little point particles and things, what are they really? Well, they're sort of coherent energy. We even measure them that way. An electron is, what's an electron off the top of my head? I can't remember. It's 1 times 10 to the something or other, electron volts of energy. I mean, that's how you measure mass with particles. You talk about their energy, kind of. So when you think about it, they're really approximately the same thing. In fact, I would argue they are the same thing. In fact, I think string theory is going to probably end up proving that they are exactly the same thing. So oftentimes when I'm talking in my videos, I will refer to them interchangeably, and I just thought that's something you might need to know about. So when you're thinking about your world, and you're thinking about like the temperature of the room and the light coming from the light bulb and everything, just remember that that's energy that, when coherent and discrete, is, well, not so much coherent. It doesn't really have to be coherent. It has to be discrete. When it's discrete, when it's a specific set of properties, when it's in a particular configuration, if you like, it will be a particle. I hope that wasn't too confusing. Well, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to take a nap now before I pass out from exhaustion. Bye-bye. Off. Turn off. Turn